What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Ironbody McKinney, and today I wanted to talk about to be still and to know that you are that which you claim to be. True about yourself within. And where if you realize that all that you behold, though it appears without, it's within your imagination, of which this world of mortality is but a shadow. If you realize that time and space outside of you don't actually exist, you're free to choose however you see yourself. You know, I hear when people talk about law of attraction, you got to take massive action. You got to grind to the ground still. And when I hear stuff like that, it's just like, why? Why does it have to be this thing where you have to still grind to the ground? Like, it almost sounds like, well, the only way law of attraction works is to grind yourself to the ground. You got to go chase after this thing and all that stuff. Get rid of that idea. You have to beat your ass to the ground just to get what you desire. I mean, we live in a world where it's like we have this hustle mentality. We have to keep force. It's almost like, why? If people are talking about law of attraction, why is it this thing is almost like it's kind of like forcing things to happen? I don't think that's healthy. I don't see it healthy. Now, unless if someone's desirous, that's the key here. When people tell you to take massive action, that was their desire, their dream, and then they feel drawn to take that seemingly massive action, making something seemingly hard that looked seemingly hard to them attainable. The message like that, to take massive action, it would, for many people, especially who go through trauma or whatever, that's not the right message for them. That message could be very misleading for them. I know some people who've been through trauma and stuff, and then they think they had to force themselves to get through, and that's not how it goes, guys. Be still and know that I am. Be still and to be that person as if you're already that person. To boldly step into the assumption that you're already that person. Skip all this grinding to the ground, struggle mentality. Why make it hard on yourself when you can realize you can just simply assume that you're already that person? Just assume. Deeply assume. Change your inner assumptions. Boldly assume and get into the feeling that you're already that person. Hear those inner conversations, people congratulating you as that person. Hear it so real. Get into that, saturate yourself in that feeling. Go in a quiet spot and just imagine or assume that you're already that person. Hearing those people say, vividly real, that you're already that person. And if you do this, and have fun with this stuff. I don't see why law of attraction seems like it has to be this thing where it's like you have to mentality. You got to grind to the ground. And yes, I've been there, guys. I'm still refining my teaching. I'm still refining the way I'm speaking here and how I'm learning throughout this journey. Everyone's on a relative path. If people think they need to take massive action, I'm not saying it's wrong. But why make something harder on yourself when you can really just claim yourself as that person already, and then the complex work can just figure itself out when you live faithfully by the end result, as if you are that person. Again, don't make this like hard work. Make it a game. Have fun with this stuff. Because if you're not having fun, you're not effectively practicing deliberate manifesting. Deliberate manifesting should be like something you should look forward to. I look forward to practicing these imaginal acts, like hearing people say as if I'm that person or whatever. So again, realize that time and space outside of you don't exist. That chasing this thing outside of you doesn't exist. It's all contained within our collective imagination. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Use your imagination, and in accordance with that feeling within you, when you nail it, when you properly apply the imagination and actually nail it, that's when manifestations start to happen effortlessly. Get out of this mindset of just like you have to work so hard the rest of your life, struggle, be in chronic pain or constant pain and all that stuff. It's not necessary, guys. I'm a guy who's done a 50 miler back in January. This is coming from a guy who's done a 50 miler back in January. It's not necessary. And I'm not saying don't do these. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But my messages on here are just brief, simple, and to the point. Make deliberate manifesting easy on yourself. Don't make it this chore. You're always imagining, by the way. You're always imagining. You're imagining right now. So might as well use your imagination for empowering purposes. This is powerful stuff, guys. If you realize that just to be still and know that you are, that I am, that which I claim to be, that which you claim to be true, your world will inevitably change when you realize this. Period. So I hope this message helps, and I bless you all and happy manifesting.